Good morning. It is Tuesday and it is the day before 2025. It is a strange combination of numbers that seems like we just entered 2024, but it's been a busy, productive year, so that's a good thing. I used to regret the passage of seasons when they were over, as it felt like something was missing. And I no longer regret that. And that is because I am, for the most part, doing the things that make it feel like my life is productive, that I'm doing what I need to be doing. It doesn't mean there's enough hours in every day or everything goes the way that I want to, quite the contrary. However, I've noticed that over the past few years that I don't regret the passage of time nor the seasons, as it feels like I am doing what I should be doing. And how did I get there? It was by finding a path to walk on that felt right. And that was regardless of the well-meaning advice of friends and family that were anxious that I should not be doing something. So there are two examples of that. One, the very common one from parents who indicated that I need a backup plan. I need to find something that will take care of the eventualities of life and give up the creative portion of it, because life is more important than the creative. And I met somebody, and they were mentored me for several years, in that if you have a plan B becomes plan A, and what your primary goal is really becomes a secondary goal, and it becomes a hobby, and eventually you give it up until you decide that it is your primary goal. And I've seen that. There is I had a voice student who was now pursuing a professional voice career, who got a professional degree that took 8 years to get, to please her family. And then once she did that, she was free to pursue a musical career. But there are 8 years of networking, creative development that could have been occurring during that time period. It's never too late to do that. But the idea that you shouldn't pursue something creative seems to be almost universal among family members who want to give you advice, or friends. It never hurts to go with a plan B. Now, when I say that, there's the automatic assumption, well, I'm going to quit my job and I'm going to go on the road and become a musician. No, there's nothing that takes more planning and preparation than a creative career. Because basically what it is it is a small business owner. Otherwise, you do end up sleeping in your car and playing for $25 or $30 a night in bars. That is not a musical career. That is ducking out of life. What is a musical career is deciding what is important to you and pursuing that as a vocation. The second story that I have is I had a friend who very much objected to my increasing skill set. And I find it interesting that this commonly occurs. There are people that would rather hold you back than everyone move forward, because it is uncomfortable to deal with that change. it is uncomfortable to deal with that change. And so what they want to do is they want you to stay where they are. And you have to determine when you are creatively working if you are going to do that. Because if you stay where someone's at, you stop your forward momentum, and then your dreams become subjugated to someone else's fears. Are you going to allow that? So I was talking to Crystal, and it seems to me that the road to musical expression is littered with the dreams of people left and right. There are so many creative dreams that have been abandoned, and it makes me sad that people do that. And I'm not talking about music and creativity as a vocation, because not everybody does that as a vocation, but it is the idea that you pursue it and you try to get to the highest level that you can given your current desires and objectives. So I will have someone tell me, I would like to do this. And then they start to do that, and it becomes very difficult, or circumstance intervene, or family intervenes, and we've seen that before. And the person makes a choice to leave their creative dreams behind, and those children litter the roads that we walk along. And I guess the message as we go into 2025 that I have for you is that your creative dreams are important, and that if someone tells you that your creative dreams are not important, it's either because they are afraid or for some reason they don't want you to get there. And the question is are you going to subjugate your creative vision, your dreams, to someone's fears and or jealousy? The second thing, and this goes beyond your capability to get beyond your own fears and psychological difficulties to get to that point. That's hard enough. And then the secondary point is, will you let life circumstances get in the way? Will you let fear of vocation, having a plan A, family obligations? So here's the thought. When those things come in the way, ask yourself, is there any possible way that my dreams can occur with these set of circumstances? And I am guessing if you let go of preconceived notions that they can, because I work with some very, very busy people. I'm not even going to talk about myself. I work with some busy people that spend 14, 16 hours a day in a vocation working. And they find 30 minutes at the beginning of the day, end of the day, during lunch to make their dreams come true. So the question is, if that can occur, then I can do it. If they can do it, it can be done. And I would really hope that your dreams are important enough for you that you will make it occur. Because the world has too little truth, too little beauty, and it needs more. It needs your dreams. It needs your creative vision, whatever that is. So I have one quote from Elvis Presley as we enter 2025, and it is, truth is like the sun. You can shut it out for a time, but it ain't going away. So if you do not meet your creative vision, it will haunt you. So this is me. I'm telling you, it will haunt you, and you will want it to occur. So it is not too late. Today is the day. Don't wait for tomorrow. Start it today. So I'm going to get to work. I've got a lot of rehearsal, creative time that I'm going to be explaining what I'm doing, so you know what I'm doing. But the question is, what are you going to be doing? All right. I will see you next time.